everybody, it's Steve from McFate's Corner. What a beautiful autumn day. It's November 4th here in Northwest Illinois. Temps about in the mid-60s and the fall colors are out. We're gonna go on an inner city ride today. It's one of my regular routes through 2 city parks and a college campus so we can catch all these beautiful colors of autumn. So I'll catch up with you on our first stop at the first city park. Hey everyone, I'm here at Hodge Park. Pretty sure it was named after a once prominent city official. Let's take a look at a couple of things here. See this trail behind me? That's a new multi-purpose trail, but it's nice to ride on, and it's been a hit here in the city because they haven't done much lately to improve this park. So let's go for a little ride on this trail and we'll stop and discuss a few more things. We're in a little corner of the woods now. You go through here and around this fence, and when I was a young lad, because my family lived just a few blocks away, I used to come here and there was a lot of trails there, and I would come with my dog Mandy. Now the trails are overgrown, but I'm still going to show you what's back there. Here we go. It was fun to come back here when I was a kid. Obviously no one comes back here anymore, which isn't all bad. As you can see, all the trees that are felled. And you can still somewhat see the path that winded around through this gully here. You can probably see that home down there through the trees. That's a nice place. He keeps this yard down. There's a creek that runs through there. Probably see that little bridge. Place to sit down there. They keep it up and nice. A lot of deer in this area. Look at that. Nature's table. Not much to see here, but really thick woods. Like I mentioned, there were groomed trails through here 45 or 50 years ago when I was a youngster. Let's check out the rest of the park, then on to the next stop. Tennis courts there. That's the other way out. Leads to my mother's house. It's a baseball field. This is where I played Little League here. We won the city championship my last year when I was 12. Some nice condos here. Those weren't there when I was a kid. All right, we're going through the playground. The leaves are wonderful. Picnic shelter there. Young mothers with their children, that's good to see. Get those kids out for some exercise. This part was all woods when I was a kid, and there was an old shack house back in here broken down, but they cleared it all out and put these nice apartments up years ago. There's the utility building that used to house the equipment. The park board used to have supervisors that would come up here, and the young kids in the neighborhood could walk up and play yard games, shuffleboard, jump rope, bags and all that stuff. Take a little ride up to the shelter before we leave. Where I'm sitting now, many a day on my way to high school freshman year, used to walk and stop with my friends here and sit here at this table and do what 14 and 15-year-olds did back in the 70s, if you know what I'm talking about. We'd stay here and we would get prepared for the school day, and we'd walk into school, and about halfway through first period or second period, in the office was an old nun. We wrote our own notes from home. We forged our mother's signatures. And we didn't do it all the time, but if we did, she would catch on eventually. But she never questioned us, and so we went into school a little bit late. In 2023, EF1 tornado came right over this park. It caused a lot of damage. It was also in a direct line with my mother's house, and she had windows blown out on the second floor. But they cleaned it up real nice. This is only one of the piles left from that damage. You can see that fence. A big tree fell against the fence. They cleaned the rest of it up. So this park always brings back memories of my childhood. When my folks moved into this neighborhood, I was only 3 years old, but a lot of memories. I played t-shirt baseball here, Little League baseball, spent time with the friends, ran from the cops. One time they caught us and they let us go. They poured out our beer. But yeah, every time I come through here, I get brought back to that time. So we're gonna head out, stop at our next stop, the local college campus. We're on the beautiful campus of Augustana College in Rock Island, Illinois. It's a Division III school known for their scholastics and their athletics, and it's really the gem of this city. In back of me is the Swanie Slough path. When I was a young kid in the 70s, it was gravel and it was a lot rougher. It looks a lot different now. It looks really nice, actually a lot better. So let's take a ride down the Swanie path. This place is a gem, if I do say so myself. I can't wait here in another few weeks till basketball season starts. They're a Division III powerhouse. They routinely get in the Sweet 16 in the nation, and they've made it to the championship game a couple times in the last 10 or 15 years, but not won the big prize. Maybe this year's the year. You can see this pond here. When I was a kid, it was gravel and there used to be rope swings here. We used to come down here fishing with a can of corn and catch a bunch of carp. Occasionally you'd get a catfish. And then in the 80s, when I could drive, we'd go fishing down to the Mississippi River, which is just a few blocks north of here, and whatever we caught we would throw in this pond and try and catch them here. We got one more stop left, and it's a good thing because it's getting dark. So we'll see you there shortly. Welcome to Lincoln Park, another gem of the area. Was also another haunt of mine in my younger years, but I've always come up here periodically, but back in the day in high school. The high school is right across the street, and this was considered part of the campus then, so I was here all the time during school and after school, and you knew what we were doing in the 70s. Behind us is the World War I era cannons that were manufactured on Arsenal Island, which is just north of here. Across the Mississippi River, there's an island, and it's the biggest weapons manufacturing and ammunition plant, military, in the nation. And these cannons were made right there. They were supposed to go over to France, but from what I hear, they never saw action. So they were in a museum, and then they were here. They took them away for a while. 10 years later, they're back. Let's walk around the circle, the gazebo here. Take a shot of this wonderful looking valley that's down here. This is the Mississippi River Valley. So it's a natural hill here where I live. We've got ourselves a moon already. These were our sledding hills in the wintertime, and they worked good for it. Even in the summer, we would come in here with big pieces of cardboard and we'd slide down the grass. No one does that these days. In the background here is the Genesius Guild building where they have the plays out here in the summertime. This has probably been going on almost 100 years. That's how old these buildings are. This property was originally supposed to be part of Augustana College, but it wound up being city property, and they made the park, Lincoln Park, out of it. That pit, there's water that fills up in there, and it's a pond, and they put lights up and it reflects off the pond when they're doing the shows, and they have seating here. We have one more stop to make here in the park, and we better hurry up because I'm almost out of battery. Hang on with me. In the distance there is the shot of the high school I went to, Allman High School. This is the band shell where they still have live music in a summer concert series up here that runs in July and August. This park is the land of the giants. These big oak trees are very majestic. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this in-city ride, one of my regular routes. I have 2 or 3 of them that I do. It just brings back so many memories. These are probably 3 of my favorite spots here in the city. And I wanted to bring you some fall colors because in the next few days, all these leaves are going to be down. And we got a big cold front coming in, but the weather today, my gosh, magnificent. The wind cut out up there when I was around Hodge Park, the first place, and what a perfect autumn day. So, as always, this is Steve from McFate's Corner. Take care of yourself and take care of one another.